Hello, everybody. I hope you are well and prepared for this lesson. Today, we are going to explain how we use loops in programming language. Okay, my name is Mehmet Maden. Shortly, let me introduce myself. I'm a mechanical engineer. I have also a master's degree in international relations. Yes, today I will talk about loops, but first let me explain where we use them. In every programming language, actually there are loops, and we use them for software development, web development, and they are even being used in finance and banking programs, health care programs. Even gaming has a lot of different usage, and automation. Of course, automation uses loops. Communication in every programming language, in every application, there's a loop. To give a few examples, for example, if you want to create a leveling system, if you want to check everything again in a game, you can do it by creating a loop. Loop will continuously check a few things. For example, your health, your mana, and your level, things like that. And education is also being used. If you want to calculate something, you can use loops, and you can calculate the numbers by using the loops. Loop means repeatedly, continuously executing same body again and again. Of course, if you heard loops at first time, you will have that question: what will it do? Repeating same code, executing same code again and again. It has a lot of different purposes. If you want to check everything starting from 0 and 100, for example, this means you can do it with a loop. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the loop will end at that. In each loop, you will increase the value by 1 to check all the numbers. You can check a lot of things by the loop, things like that. There are a few different kind of loops, and believe me, if you want to learn programming language, you have to learn how to use loops. And another one, let's say you want to check a password if it is right or wrong. Whenever user enters the password, you need to execute the loop. You will check same things according to that password. Does it have lowercase, capital, symbol, things like that, and how many letters it has. If you want to check that kind of things again and again, you have to use loops. Okay, let's try to solve a few questions. We have already past 5 minutes, so I will open an application IntelliJ. Then we will try to write a few codes there. First, we will start from the very basics, and then we will try to cover, complex loops. But it won't take. We are not going to be able to explain everything in 10 minutes, so let's start from the basic things. First, we are going to create a loop, and we will try to write hello a few times. It's not very hard, of course. Just creating a loop and executing same code a few times is very easy. To that, we need to create a class, not a Java. Let's wait for it. I think it will handle the situation in a few seconds. Come on. While it is working on the process, okay, it's ready. Test. And I will create main method. We need it to execute code. First, I will use for I loop. This is the initial number. It will start from 0. it will continue until it becomes 10. It means this one will execute same loop 10 times. And I will print hello here. Let's run it. This will only write hello 10 times. This is the loop. I am executing same code 10 times. And of course, it's very basic. You can, you will wonder how it works, of course, in the coding. Okay, I have written it 10 times, as you can see. Let's try to do something else. I will comment it and I will continue. Let's try to print all the numbers starting from 0 to 10. I will do the same thing. I will create for I loop. I will start from 1 and it will continue until it becomes 10. As long as it is smaller than 10, I will continue. This is the increment. I's value will be increased in each value. So I can print the I, right? So I. This, I know that I's value will be increased in each value. And the first, in each loop, in the first loop, I will be 0. And at the end, I will be smaller than 10, which means it will be 9 at the end. Let's run it. Okay, it should be written. All the numbers will be on the console in a few seconds. Here they are, starting from 0. As long as it is smaller than 10, it works. As you can see, we can reach the numbers like this. Let me cover another thing. 3 times you want to check something, or let's say you want to print the divisors of a number. For example, find all divisors of 25. We will find all the numbers that can divide 25. It's very easy. The logic is I will check all the numbers starting from 1 until 25. If I can divide 25 with the number, it means that's the number we should print. Find and print. Okay. First, I need to create a for I loop. The number will start from 1 because we cannot divide any number by 0. And the limit is 25. I am going to put equal symbol too because I will also check the number itself. Now I will start from 1, and in each loop it will its value will be increased by 1 until 25. Let's do it. If this the condition, if number 25 can be divided by number, it is like this. Let me make it bigger a little. Okay, this is the logic. If when I divide the number by I, if the remainder is 0, it means that number can divide the 25, the number we are looking for, with 0 remainder. If it is the number, I will print it. So I. If it cannot divide it, I will do nothing. Let's run it and see what happens. Only the numbers that can divide 25 will be printed. 1, of course, it can divide to 25. 5, we can divide 25 by 5, and itself, of course. How it worked, let me explain. At first loop, I became, let me take a pencil here. At the first loop, I became 1 because I starts from 1. And when we divide 25 by 1, the remainder is 0, so it is okay. Then it will become 2. Can we divide 25 by 2? No, remainder will be 1, not 0. So this code won't be executed. 3, 4, I's value will be increased like this. 5. When it becomes 5, the system will check 25. Can it be divided by 5? Yes, it can. So it will print it. 6. Every time the value of I is being increased by 1. 7, 8, 9. As long as it becomes 25, the limit itself, it will check it and it will write it according to this statement. Things like that. And we can do it for a lot of different purposes, of course. There will be, of course, there is usually an if statement in the loop to check the numbers. Can we print all the even numbers until a number? Can we print all even numbers until 99? No, it's very hard, but we will do the same thing. I will create a loop which starts from 1 or 0, it's totally up to us, and it will continue until the 29. I will take all the numbers, and in each loop, I need to check if it is an even number or not. If it is an even number, you know, when we divide it by 2, the remainder should be 0. For I, it will start from 1. As long as it is smaller than or equal to 99, loop will continue. This time, I will start from 1 and it will take all the numbers until 99. Each time I need to check if it is an even number. If I modulus 2 equals to 0. If we can divide I number in each loop, it means it is an even number. So I. Then I will add a space and I will print it in the same line. ln means print it like that. When you write it like this, all the numbers will be printed in the same line. Oh, no, not that. Sorry, let's run this one. This time from the loop, I values coming like a stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 98, 99. And each one of them will be tested by this if statement. If the number of I, the value of I can be divided by 2, as you can see, result will be 0, and this condition will be true. It means we can print this code. I can do the same thing for odd numbers too. Let me make a comment, and let's try to check something else. Let's say we have a password. Let's make it a little complicated. String, we have a password, and the values can be anything, of course, as long as it's a string. And I want to check if this loop has capital letter in it. I will do only one. So if you want to check if the password has capital letter, you know, I need to check all the letters one by one. Is it capital letter? No. Is it capital letter? No. Is this capital letter? No, 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 no. There will be a lot of no for this one. And at the end, because of not having capital case, this passport should not be accepted. I will create a for I loop. I know index structure, every number has a number starting from 0. And when I say 1, it means this one. And I need to check if it's a capital number. Or let's check something else. We can check also the length of the password. You know, passwords should have a length. Password length should be at least 8. And when you think 3 times password should be checked, user will enter password and the loop will check 3 times if it is a acceptable password. You need to create it like this, and there will be if statement. If password length is higher than 8, you can write so password is accepted. Of course, the logic is a little different than this. I was planning to show you the capitals, but we don't have enough time. So that's all. We can use loops for different kind of purposes. It is very easy to create a logic for different problems. If you want to check a few things, characters, passwords, and levels, game levels, everything is possible, mostly because of the loops. Thank you very much for today. I hope to see you next week. Good night.